In this case, the two people in custody are young men, one of them a teenager. And it seems like the ages for individuals who are charged with violent offenses keep going down. KPLC's Stephanie Obidiku sat down with local law enforcement about the patterns they notice.
A graduation party turned into a crime scene when multiple shots rang out, killing 16-year-old Mackenzie Rito on May 20th. Those allegedly behind the shootout have been identified as 20-year-old Terrell Leo Alfred, who is charged with second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And 19-year-old Jalen Guidros faces one count of attempted second-degree murder and a weapons charge. Just a week prior, in a separate Lake Charles case, another teenager was arrested for shooting and killing a man. And in a Lake Arthur investigation earlier this month, an 18-year-old man was arrested in the death of a 14-year-old girl. How are these young suspects getting their hands on these firearms, and what can be done to stop this? We asked Calcasieu Parish Sheriff Stitch Guillory.
You know, I think it's got to be a collaborative group effort. Parents have got to secure their weapons and make sure that their weapons are secure so juveniles or teens don't have access to those weapons.
Guillory says they see an increase in burglaries, including stolen guns, in the summer months. So if you keep your firearm in your car, make sure it's secure and that you have the proper documentation for it.
Mostly during the summertime is when we see an increase of car burglaries, and these kids are stealing these guns out of these cars.
The sheriff says law enforcement uses various methods to look for possible criminal activity.
Young people, posing with guns and posing with drugs to let other people know how powerful they are. Well, I can tell you from a law enforcement standpoint, we monitor Facebook a lot. And if we see those pictures on there and we see those poses on there and we can track you down, we're going to come knocking on your door.
He says if you see something that raises concerns, call law enforcement.
Anytime you see juveniles in possession of firearms out in the public, that should be alarming to you. That should set off alarm bells. And you know what? Maybe I should call somebody and let them know what's going on.
Stephanie Obidiku, 7 News.
In the Rito case, Lake Charles police tell us the investigation is ongoing, and they urge anyone with information to contact them.